cut the guy some slack. You saw his face in the movie. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right. Jeff Jones. I'm not going to try. I was actually going to try to do his accent and read the whole thing, but no, I'm not going to do that. But Jeff Johns and I have been delving into the history of the character to get to the core of who Superman is. This is the first time we see the true Superman. The Superman who is confident and sure and full of hope and joy. Now, a lot of people are grabbing their pitchforks and torches and heading over to Cavill's place and going, what the hell? A lot of people are also saying that the actor who played Superman didn't fully come back from the dead either and is talking crazy. And I actually kind of think that's funny. But we need to relax. We need to give Cavill a break here because first off, like I said, I mean, can you imagine how he felt when he saw that cell phone footage and how his face looked? I'm sure he was okay with pretty much probably all the other scenes. Maybe, who knows? I don't know if we'll ever get like the actual reactions of these actors because, you know, I mean, they're contracted to not say bad things about this movie and stuff. And who knows what's going to happen in the future. I mean, I'm actually more curious about the documentary of the behind the scenes of this Justice League more than the George Miller one. And I remember somebody was actually going to do the George Miller one, but I haven't heard anything about it since. And I know there was like another script, another Justice League script that Mr. Scoopy Pants, I guess, read and said it was awesome, but it sounded horrible. But that's just that guy. I'm actually going to do a podcast tomorrow. I'm going to record a podcast. I'm going to go over all that because I totally just blanked out. I think too many headbutts into the door, right? And I just completely forgot to do a video about that. So I'm like, you know, someone actually gave me the suggestion to say, hey, why don't you just do it on a podcast? I'm like, yeah, makes more sense because I could talk a little bit more about it, go a little more in depth of what was in that script. But yes, we need to leave Cavill be, okay? Don't get mad at Henry Cavill, okay? He's trying to be as positive as can be because let's face it, he got fucked out of a lot of things in this movie. I mean, to have that opening scene still just upsets the shit out of me that somebody actually said that was okay, and you know that he just went, oh my god, they just what the hell? I mean, can you just imagine? And then going back and forth between Paramount and, you know, this mustache that he still has and he's had for like a year and can't get rid of. I want him to do like an actual video. I want him to post a video on Instagram of him removing that goddamn mustache. Like I said, in Mission Impossible, that damn thing better like rip off and self-destruct in 5 seconds. It'd be awesome. But no, we got to relax here because he would have said the same thing even if we got Snyder's cut. Okay, when they're talking about the true Superman, they're talking about the Superman that when you just put on like one of the cartoons and he's already established, even with the Christopher Reeve Superman, you know, you get the little bit of the backstory, but you know, you watch like Superman 2 or something like that. That's what he's talking about, okay? And there was, of course, going to be a story to get to that point. And, you know, I know a lot of us love those movies obviously more than this one. But like I said, we were going to get this confident, hopeful, joyful Superman, even with Snyder, okay, and Terrio. They talked about this. They said, yes, you're going to finally get to that point, but we needed to establish something, and it just kind of sucks, and I hope we get to actually see the full vision, the full story, because I think it's going to be an absolutely beautiful Superman story, you know, because one thing that chaps my cheekies. Doing a Superman movie is one of the hardest things to do because the guy can do anything, okay? And that's why I've had conversations with diehard comic book people who just go, Superman's lame. He could just do everything, and a little rock, you know, somebody just throws a little green rock at him and he just, you know, he falls pretty much. So he's lame, he's this, that, and this. So, yeah. Bryan Singer tried to be, okay, let's just bring the Donner Superman into the 21st century, and it didn't quite work out. So then here comes Christopher Nolan, yes, and Zack Snyder, both of them, because Nolan helped big time. He get away, Warner Brothers. Let's really challenge this character, okay? If only a green rock can take down this character, and I know I mean, that's what was so ballsy about Man of Steel, is because they didn't have any kryptonite. There was no kryptonite to be seen. Of course there was in Batman vs Superman, because that's the only way that Batman can really truly do something to affect the guy. But still, just to see the world react to Superman And then, that was mainly in Batman vs. Superman. And then just to see him just develop to try to, like, hey, I have these powers now. I'm going to show the world who I am. I'm totally naive, don't know what the heck I'm doing. And just to see that progression and then die while doing it and then coming back and really finding that confidence and be like, okay, I'm accepting who I am. I wish we could see that full vision, and I think if we do, like Kevin Smith said, we see that full vision, it's going to be something absolutely beautiful. It already is. It already is something beautiful. And it's just, I mean, even though there's good parts in Justice League with him, I want to see the full vision. But I think he would have said the same thing given that. I mean, I know people are like totally hating on Jeff Johns as well too, and he name dropped him. But again, I can't just point the finger. I actually read something earlier today that I'll do a future video on. There's still, like I said, I'm still trying to catch up with everything. It's a slow process, guys. The movie has almost been out for a month, and I'm just gonna keep on making videos about certain things, and I appreciate your patience because I'm not exactly on top of everything because I have a day job and everything like that. I gotta basically just spread it out, and I like that. I don't want to just bam, 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 have like 12 videos a day. I mean, as much as that'd be awesome if I didn't have a day job and I was on a steady diet of corn nuts and Monster drink. Yes, I could totally do that. But no. But yeah, just look forward to more videos. I'm gonna keep talking about this, and because like I said, I read something that involved Jeff Johns, and I'm sure he had some opinions that maybe I wouldn't agree with, but I just to point the finger at him and say like you're an evil son of a bitch, I can't do that. But don't get on Cavill's case, okay? Because he got fucked out of really good scenes apparently, if those descriptions are true. And I mean that opening scene, and there's other scenes too where it's noticeable. It's just good lord. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about this? And like I said, Cavill, I think he's the best Superman. I think now that I've seen him in 3 movies now, I think he's just a step above Reeve because that's just me. I just like the complexity that he's brought to the character and what's been written for that character. It's just, I mean, Christopher Reeve will always hold a special childhood heart in the childhood heart. I love Christopher Reeve Superman, but it's just there's something about Cavill. Something about Cavill, man. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, too. Follow me in the social media stuff floating above my head. And, of course, I got shirts and stickers, guys. Go get them. A bunch of stickers. You don't want to get a shirt? Get a sticker. It's like $6. 6 something. All right. Talk to you later.